Right now, you might feel like you're wandering in a fog. You think you're lost, but in reality, you're just distracted. Distraction is the true thief of your purpose. Every day, you scroll through social media with the hope of connecting. You dive into endless tasks at work, thinking you're productive. Yet, you feel that gnawing emptiness. That sense of being lost is not because you lack direction. It's because you're letting the noise drown out your inner voice. This moment is a wake-up call. Together, we will uncover the truth behind the illusion of being lost in life. You are not lost. You are simply distracted by the chaos around you. It's time to cut through that noise and reclaim your focus. I want you to pause right now and comment, "I reclaim my focus" below. Write it. Own it. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. The distractions are always lurking, but you have the power to see through them. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into what it truly means to focus on your path. The distraction trap, why you feel adrift. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. Distractions are like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. You feel adrift because the world is constantly pulling you in every direction. Think about the last time you tried to focus. Maybe you sat down to work or even to think deeply about life. But then, a notification, a message, a video that catches your eye. Suddenly, the focus you had is gone. This is the distraction trap. The chaos of the outside world drowns out the clarity you seek within yourself. Marcus Aurelius knew this struggle. He wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." What does that mean? It means your thoughts shape your reality. When you allow distractions to dominate, your mind becomes a storm. You can't see where you're going. Picture a Roman soldier in battle. He stands on the front lines, aware of every sound, every movement. If he lets distractions take him, he may miss the enemy approaching. His life and the lives of his comrades depend on his focus. This is the same for you. Distractions can lead you away from your goals. They create a fog that makes every decision feel heavy and slow. So what can you do? Start by creating boundaries. Set specific times for tasks. Turn off notifications that blind you. Each day, dedicate at least 1 hour to deep work or deep thinking. No distractions, no interruptions, just you and your purpose. But here is the part nobody talks about. It's not just about actions. It's about your mindset. Are you ready to own your focus? Every time you feel that urge to check your phone or scroll through social media, pause. Take a breath. Remind yourself that you are building something. You are reclaiming your time. Tonight, before you sleep, write down 3 things you accomplished today. Reflect on how distractions pulled you away. Commit to doing better tomorrow. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. The noise shield, filtering out life's clamor. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They underestimate the noise around them. The world is like a loud marketplace, filled with chatter, distractions, and endless notifications. But noise can drown you. It can pull you away from your focus, your purpose. You lose sight of what truly matters. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is powerful. Many of us waste time worrying about what might happen, instead of focusing on what is happening right now. Think of a modern athlete preparing for the biggest game of their life. They block out the noise of fans, media, and even their own doubts. They focus only on the game. This is how they perform at their best. You need to cultivate this same discipline. Filter out the clamor. Here's your action step. Identify the noise in your life. Is it social media? News? Toxic relationships? Write it down. Now, create your noise shield. Decide what you will ignore. Set clear boundaries. Each morning, remind yourself of this commitment. Protect your focus like a soldier guarding their post. Because when you shield yourself from distractions, you fortify your path to clarity and purpose. But this next part changed everything for me. I began tracking my distractions. I kept a journal. Every time I lost focus, I wrote it down. At the end of the week, I reviewed the list. I could see patterns. Once I recognized my biggest distractions, I could take real action. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. Now, let's dig deeper. The mind is a powerful tool. But without focus, it becomes a weapon against you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What does this mean for you? It means that your mental landscape is yours to control. You can choose what to focus on. You can choose to let go of the distractions that steal your energy. So, build your noise shield. What will you do today to reclaim your focus? Remember, it takes practice. It takes discipline, but the payoff is immense. You will start to see your mind clear, your thoughts sharpen, and your purpose become more defined. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. The Clarity Protocol, defining your true north. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They think they know where they want to go, yet they wander aimlessly, consumed by distractions. The truth is, you can be strong, determined, and capable. But without clarity, you are like a ship lost at sea, tossed around by every wave of distraction. What you need is a true north, a clear, unwavering direction that guides you. This is the essence of the Clarity Protocol. The first step is defining your true north. This means identifying your core values and what truly matters to you. Consider the ancient Stoic Epictetus. He believed that true freedom comes from aligning your actions with your values. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The lesson here is simple. You must know your values to respond effectively to life's challenges. So, take a moment. What do you value most in your life? Write it down. Is it family, integrity, growth? Focus on these principles. Once you define your true north, every decision becomes clearer. You will no longer waste energy on distractions that don't serve your purpose. But here is the part nobody talks about. Defining your true north isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. You will evolve. Your values will shift. This is normal. Every month, set aside time to reflect on your true north. Ask yourself, are you still aligned with your values? Is your path still leading you where you want to go? Now, pause for a moment. Think about a time you felt lost. What were you distracted by? Perhaps it was social media, toxic relationships, or the pressure to conform. Those distractions can cloud your judgment and lead you astray. To combat this, create a personal manifesto. This is a living document that states your values and your commitment to them. Every morning, read it. Let these words ground you. When you face distractions, let your manifesto remind you of your true north. Here's your actionable takeaway. Tonight, before you sleep, spend 10 minutes writing down your true north. Identify your core values and commit to them. Hold this manifesto close. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. The intentionality weapon, crafting your daily mission. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They find their true north, but they fail to take the next critical step. You need to craft a daily mission. Without this, those values are just beautiful words on paper. A mission gives your values life. It sets the stage for how you will act each day. Let's look at a historical figure, Marcus Aurelius. He was an emperor, a warrior, and a philosopher. Every morning, Marcus would remind himself of his purpose. He would recite his mission to prepare for the challenges of the day. He understood that every day was a battle, not just against enemies, but against distractions, fear, and doubt. In his writings, he often stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This means you must harness your mind to shape your daily mission. If you let distractions dictate your thoughts, you lose control. So how do you craft your daily mission? Begin by integrating your values into a simple, actionable statement. For example, if your value is integrity, your mission might be, "Today, I will act honestly in all my dealings." Keep it clear and focus on what you can control. Every morning, read your mission statement. Let it guide your actions. But here's the part that gets dangerous. Many people write their mission and forget about it. They let the chaos of life drown their words in noise. You must engage with your mission daily. Set reminders. Write it on your mirror. Make it impossible to ignore. This is how you build the habit of intentionality. Now, take action. Tonight, create your daily mission. Write it down. Be specific. Consider your core values and how they translate into action. What will you commit to tomorrow? When you wake up, read it aloud. Let it energize you. And when distractions arise, remember why you wrote it. Use your mission to pull you back to your true north. Let me ask you this. What will your mission say tomorrow? Comment below with your daily mission. Share it, own it, and let every like on your comment remind you of this commitment. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. The commitment contract, holding yourself accountable. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They come up with a mission statement, but they fail to hold themselves accountable. The truth is, without accountability, your mission is just another piece of paper. It turns into a dream that fades into the background noise of life. Let's talk about commitment contracts. These are not contracts in a legal sense, but promises to yourself that come with consequences. Take the story of a young warrior named Epictetus. He was born a slave, but rose to be a respected philosopher. He recognized that to escape the chains of his past, he had to commit to his values fiercely. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means the external events don't define you. Your actions, your commitments, and your accountability do. He understood the power of commitment. He gathered his students and made them write down their goals. They shared them with one another. This was their commitment contract. Each student became responsible not just to themselves, but to their peers. They kept each other in check. The lesson here is simple. Accountability is essential. When you share your mission with others, you create a network of support. You introduce pressure, but it's the kind of pressure that propels you forward. So what is the action you must take? Right now, I want you to think of a commitment contract. Write down your mission statement. Then, share it with someone you trust. Tell them what you plan to accomplish. This could be a friend, a family member, or even a mentor. You need someone who will hold your feet to the fire. When you feel tempted to stray from your path, their reminder will pull you back. This is the power of shared accountability. And this is where it gets dangerous. Many people don't like to be held accountable. They fear judgment. But here is the real truth. Without accountability, you are just a ship without a compass. It's easy to get lost. So do the hard work. Share your mission. Make it real. Hold yourself accountable. This isn't just about following through on promises. It's about building a life of integrity and purpose. Now, remember this. Commitment without action is empty. So, when you write that mission, take the next step. Tonight, before you sleep, write your mission statement and share it with someone. Let it echo in your mind. Let your commitment contract be the anchor that keeps you steady in the storm of distractions. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is something even more dangerous lurking beneath the surface, waiting to pull you away from your commitment. The final word, reclaiming your journey. You may feel the urge to drift. You may think, this is too hard. Maybe I am losing my way. But let me remind you, you are not lost. You are simply distracted. Distractions are the enemy of progress. They pull you from your path, diverting your focus and energy. Think of it like this. If you take an eye off the distant goal, you will lose sight of everything that matters. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This means you have the choice to control your thoughts. You can decide to step away from distractions. You can reclaim your journey. Now listen carefully. It's time to reclaim what is yours. It's time to take a stand against the noise that fills your life. You need to cut through the chaos. What does that require? It means embracing the discomfort. It means pushing through the temptation to scroll mindlessly on social media instead of focusing on your goals. It means giving up the short-lived pleasures that lead you astray. Tonight, I challenge you. When you sit down to write your mission statement, ask yourself, what do I truly want? Picture your ideal future. Write it down clearly. Then confront your distractions. Identify them. Write them down too. Make a list of everything that steals your time and attention. Now, here's the powerful part. For every distraction that shows up, create an action plan. How will you overcome it? For example, if you find yourself scrolling through your phone late at night, set a time for when that stops. This next part is crucial. Talk to your accountability partner about these distractions. Share your mission and your action plan. Tell them what pulls you away. Let them help you fight back. But this is where it becomes essential. You must be vigilant. Distractions will dress themselves as urgent tasks, promising to be important. But you have to learn to distinguish between urgent and truly important. Now pay attention. This is the real lesson. You are the architect of your life. Start building with purpose. Choose what deserves your time and energy. When you reclaim your journey, you bring focus back to your goals. You become stronger, more resilient. Remember, you are not lost. You are on the path that you choose to walk. Stand firm. Embrace the discomfort. Make your mission real. Share it. Hold yourself accountable. This is the war you must win. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And I will see you in the next one.